said hello. Yeah.
We've talked about this last couple of weeks, but this is it's really a brook that's experienced quite a bit of environmental damage. You can see right here, Action King Services butting right up to the brook. It's a sewer service, emptying right there. Across this street, behind there, there's an EPA Superfund site. We've been working on a plan. Adams has been working mainly on a plan to redevelop that area that has been historically contaminated. There's all kinds of automotive industry, that sort of thing. And to redevelop it as a really important commercial site.
Really, this to help to deal with it. This is really in the beginning stages of sort of getting this off the ground. I mean, it's a resource that runs through that commercial area that has been a priority for us. It's on top of, we have a couple of other economic development areas that we're much farther along that we're already well underway developing. But this notion of sort of linking this project in with that is still is really kicking off right now.
I see.
So we want you to see this.
Beautiful. Thank you. And talk a little bit about the EPA site.
The EPA site is Silresin. It's a company, and it's something that's really stood there for
it's a former.
decades.
It was formerly a facility that accepted chemical wastes, and ultimately they were not disposing of them correctly in the 1970s. So in the early 80s, it was declared a Superfund site. And the EPA has been a very strong partner, obviously, in the cleanup under the Superfund program, but also that they've been very interested in trying to find ways to take the areas where they've been making investments in cleanups and turn them into broader assets. So that area was one of the areas that they designated for a pilot program where they're doing what they call area-wide plans. And the EPA actually provided us with funding to engage some consultants to develop basically a redevelopment plan, what will ultimately be an urban renewal plan, for the whole district surrounding that site. Portions of that site now, for the first time in 30 years, are very soon going to be available for redevelopment. But there's a lot of redevelopment opportunities.
How many acres are you talking about?
The whole district is about, I think it's about 35 or 40 acres. The site, the Silresin site itself is only about 5 or 6 of those. But
And what would be the redevelopment?
well, the vision is really, the focus has been, it's perhaps a little bit unglamorous, but the focus really has been on trying to create opportunity sites for the types of industries that will create a fair number of jobs for those who have a little bit less education. We have done fairly well here in Lowell in terms of job creation, particularly at sort of the higher levels with the university and the medical industry that's here and a lot of the engineering industries that are here. But we have a lot of residents who lack the credentials to be able to access those kinds of jobs. So what we really want to find is opportunities to have some development sites where jobs that require lower levels of education and perhaps a little less English skills and so forth can be made available to people.
So what types of industry populated this area?
Until recently, well, you see the Action King Sewer Service and automotive. A lot of automotive down in this area. We actually, right around the corner was the old Prince Spaghetti site that closed down some years ago.
You can actually see it.
Okay, so we'll try to help on this. Huh?
Yeah, this is certainly one of the projects that we see in the key to the city's future. This whole area in terms of the Cannon Street development, the Prince Spaghetti site, as well as this brick project that will tie it all in so many ways. So,
and what is the condition of the water here?
I think the water is fine there. I mean, I don't swim, so I won't go in there. But
They're going to pull the wells?
No. But it's fine.
DEP has identified it as it's impaired waterway.
It's impaired, yeah.
Is their term, but they haven't. There hasn't been any significant follow-up as to diagnosing exactly what it is. So what is their goal?
Well, ultimately, we have the plan calls for about 400,000 to 500,000 square feet of commercial space, 600 residential units, 50,000 square feet of retail type space, as well as public amenities. It's a massive project.
Where is that located?
Right outside right
story of one of the stories we tell a lot about downtown Lowell is the revitalization of all the mill properties.
Of what?
Of the mills.
Yeah.
We've had about 3 million square feet that was vacant producing this 2000 that's been redeveloped. But almost none of that could have happened were it not for the historic rehabilitation tax credits.
Absolutely.
In some cases, the low-income housing tax credits as well. So as all the discussion takes place about tax reform and so forth, recognizing how important those tax credits are to real projects and making real things happen.
So since 2000, 3 million square feet tied to these tax credits have been redeveloped. And 3 million square feet is 3 John Hancock Towers of real estate. Right here in Lowell.
That's right.
Which is an amazing story in terms of the change that has taken place. The only difference is that rather than going 3 million square feet up in the air, right, where everyone would be pointing at it, it's 3 million square feet spread out, you know, but with the same impact in terms of the economy. So I will absolutely protect, you know, with my vote and my voice, you know, those tax credits of the city. Thank you. And thank you.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate it. Okay, sure.
Couple questions.